Good evening, good evening. Are we up and running? I think we probably are. Whether we'll keep running or not, we shall see. Bit mad weather tonight, isn't it? Let me just change this little setting on here. Like so. That's a bit better. Right, evening all. Give us a thumbs up under the video so I know it's working, or type something in the comments. That would be great. Let's see who's around. Evening, Elaine, Roger, Big K, good evening. Pete, Stella, David. On time again, well done. You're getting better. Peter N, good evening, good evening. Excellent, there's view of the air. I don't know what the wind's doing. It's got, yeah, it's getting pretty windy here down in Cambridge at the minute. Evening, Paul. I'm next to a window here. And it's howling through the window, so yes. I'm suspecting that any minute it's not my internet satellite dish thing off as well, so if we suddenly cut out, you'll know why. The wind has beaten my internet. Never mind. Evening, where do I get to? Paul, Peter C, Stephen, good evening, good evening. Yes, not too bad, thanks. Yes, I didn't get any sleep last night. Don't know why. Had a terrible night, so I'm knackered today. But anyway, not to worry. I've taken, I think I've done about 60 photographs today, so just about all the machines now have got proper photographs. Something like the Bandits, I've done a sort of a mech photograph as well. They all will have the usual twirly whirly videos later in the week as well, so don't panic. It's all in hand. So I'm trying to get the rest of the photographs taken tomorrow. I think there's 2 or 3 machines still to do. And then the other bits and bobs, the advertising bits, fairgroundy bits. Yeah, various miscellaneous bits and bobs that we got in. What have we got in here? Some number plates. Shop things. What we got there? One nice cabinet. Yeah, so that's tomorrow's plan. Assuming we're not blown away in the middle of the night. Also, there's a few odd spares going in. Quite good bits and bobs. Just the chap needs to get rid of them. Very good all-wing cabinet. Ollie Wales, unused Ollie Wales cabinet. Jennings handle, good chrome. Cash boxes. There's a good Mills clock. You need a clock for your Bandit. That's good. And there'll be the usual coins as well, of course. For all the machines. Now, what other new bits did we have in? Let's have a look. Have I added any new bits? Hang on a minute. Let me click the right button. What have we got? So these bits I haven't taken proper photographs of yet. Oh yeah, Coke Bender. That's quite nice. It's a Westinghouse something or other, that one. This is good fun. Little tortoise spittoon. Little late Victorian thing. So you stand on his head, which is a bit unpleasant, isn't it? But then his shell flips up like so, and yes, a spittoon. There you go. It's got some writing around the edge of it, and cast in the cast iron, so I have to try and do a rub and see if I can read it. Pratt's cast sign there. There's a few little motoring bits this time. What else? We've got gramophone. Just move my screen over here like so. That's better. A nice Miller's clock. That's a neon one. And it's now on 240 volts as well, so you can just plug it straight in. Massive Spirit of Ecstasy thing. That's about 2.5 foot, 3 foot high or something. Weighs a ton. Solid cast, solid marble base, or granite, I think it is actually. Watch there. What else did we have? There's Car Chariot. I was going to put it together today. I just didn't get around to it. Just another job for tomorrow. Put it together and take some photographs, because I think it's all there. Oh, there we are. All-wing cabinet. Never even had the holes cut in it for the coin slots, etc. Big players crates. They're quite nice. Those card and wood crates. Bit of decor. Used to sell a lot of that sort of stuff to shops back in the day when it was all the rage. So yeah, a few interesting bits and bobs. Got these brass tokens. There's something to do with Bank of England money transfer or something. Wooden aeroplane for a juvenile ride. What else was there? The Dalek. Oh yes, let's just pause on the Dalek a minute. If you didn't catch the other night video, so this is a full-size Dalek, built as usual on like an invalid scooter thing. So it drives around great. When the roofer was there Thursday, one of the young lads on the roofing team, I got him in it, drove it up and down in the warehouse. So there's a little video of it driving about. Really well made, this one. It was made by, I can't remember the name of the college, but it was done as like as a tech college's project for students over a couple of years, I think. Very well made. I don't know what you call it, but the sink plunger thing that sticks out the front and the laser cannon thing, whatever it's called on the Dalek. You can tell I'm a Doctor Who fan, can't you? But they're really well made. The laser thing is all proper machined aluminium, not just bent bits of coat hanger and an old bit of pipe. So, very, very well made, this one. So do come and have a look at that. Drives about nicely. Haven't plugged, there's voice boxes and things to it all. I'm not sure how it all plugged in. There's a sort of carrier bag full of gadgetry to go with it. So if I get 5 minutes, I'll try and hook it all up so we can get the voice working and the flashing lights and whatnot. But it seems to be all there. It's supposed to be all there as far as we know. I think the last one I sold was busy doing weddings. Did it go to Scotland, the last one? The one that went to Scotland, and I went to a guy that does weddings. And that sounds really bizarre, but apparently it's a bit of a thing. So if you know anybody in that game, or if you fancy a nice little sideline, hiring out a Dalek to work for weddings, then there you go. Don't quite know what they do. Run up and down the aisle in the church. Don't know. But there we go. Good bit of kit. Oh, we're back to the telephone again. There's a few other bits and bobs in. So there's a couple of good spares. There's just things I haven't took photographs of. What I think of. There's a really funky 1970s fairground bike. It's a Mitchell one. It might be off a kiddie ride. Mitchell's made kiddie rides and juvenile like roundabouts. It's a bit big for a kiddie ride, I think. Lots of chrome, kind of like a low rider chopper style bike with lights on it as well. That's quite funky. That's cast iron stick stand, cast iron door stop thing. Other bits and bobs is there. I'm sure there's some other things I've forgotten about. Say lack of sleep last night. No sleep at all. So I'm brain's not fully functioning today. I don't think it ever is properly. But you know, worse than usual. So there we are. So the plan is to get. Which let me back round to the telephone again. Try and get the other photographs done tomorrow and finished off. Try to get the catalogue finished up and offloaded tomorrow night. I'd like to try and do it on a Monday night if I can. Might be a bit tight time-wise. So it might run into Tuesday, but it's not a huge auction this time, so in theory, should just make it, I think. And once it's up, you can get registered and get bidding. We do viewing on the Saturday 27th, so next Saturday. I don't know, sort of 11ish till 2ish, probably something like that. You know, sort of 2 or 3 hours around lunchtime. So if you want to come over, you're more than welcome. Everything's at God Manchester at the new warehouse. Come on over, have a look, have a chat with some people, have a cup of tea, etc. What was I going to say about that? Yes, there's also still a few spares for people to collect. If you'll come in, let me know, so I can have them ready for you. I think there's still a couple of batches of books to go out as well. Again, if you're intending to come in and view and collect anything you've already bought, just let me know, then I can make sure it's ready for you to collect. Super. So that's where we're up with all of that lot. Let's go back over to the website again. Yeah, so as I say, they'll all have videos as usual later in the week, probably Wednesday, Thursday by the time I get around to that. So I've got to go out one day this week as well, which is a bit of a nuisance, but I can't be avoided, unfortunately. Probably do it Tuesday or Wednesday. Thinking aloud. So there we are. Any comments, questions, anybody need to know anything, fire away, let me know. I think all the stuff has got descriptions on them, or just about. There might be a couple that haven't yet. I haven't quite got around to it. I seem to think a couple of the bandits I didn't write descriptions of, because they came in just as I was leaving one day. But anyway, there will be in due course. Of course. What do people want? Have we got any new wants lately? No, no new wants at the moment. Interesting. Maybe everybody's got everything they want. Who knows? Yeah, I'll leave it on there because it's a pretty page to look at, isn't it? So hopefully Monday, Tuesday. I don't think Peter's here tonight, is he, Pete Williamson? Doesn't look like it. Should be confirming that we're all good for the 4th of February at Great Yarmouth to see the two, not one, but 2 new vintage arcades. So the enlarged Penny Arcade and the new retro video arcade. Evening, Andrew. So yeah, pencil that in. It's looking, I think, almost certain. They've started. I think Peter's started to take a few bits over this week. They're still, I think they're still finishing off electrics and bits and bobs. But he said he should know for sure. I think Monday or Tuesday. The last bits and bobs of the sort of the building work gets done. So looking forward to that. Then I'll put some details up on the website. Peter's also gathering together some useful people in the machine world for fixing things. I can't remember who he said now, but I think we've got a... Don't quote me on all these because I might be wrong. I know somebody was trying to get and somebody had got, but people like chrome platers, foundry, I think possibly. People do graphics stuff, people do glass stuff, people do electronic-y stuff. Various other people. So we're trying to gather up a little bunch of really useful, clever people who can make bits and fix things, etc. As often said in the past, is a lot of people will have their little man they go to for something and they like to keep them secret, but that's really not the way forward, because if you keep these little people secret, they don't get enough work, then they go out of business or they give up because they can't maintain their little business making widgets. They've only got one customer, can they? So, you know, the idea is to keep these people busy with work, and that way when any of us need a widget making or a gadget fixing, there's somebody there still who can do it. So, yeah, that should be good. I think that'll prove a useful resource. And then perhaps on the website somewhere I should put a page up with their details and links or something. I'll think on how best to do that in due course. Yeah, I think that's a useful resource, really. So bear that in mind as well. If you've got something that needs fixing or mending or need a part for something or other, have a think, because with a bit of luck, there'll be somebody there on the 4th who can help you out. Good stuff. Right, what else do I need to tell you? That's the 4th of February. So then the next auction after this one, the next machine auction, will be the end of March. And in between times, I'll try and get one of the other auctions done. I've still got to do more house clearances stuff, so time might be taken up with that. Inquest thing we're still battling away with, so that's taking up time. It's been delayed again. It was supposed to be January, but one of the experts is now conveniently can't give evidence, shall we say. I can't say too much because it's all legal, technical stuff, of course, but I suspect somebody's had a word with one of the experts, and now because they might have come up with a certain opinion that the authorities don't like, shall we say, that expert is apparently no longer available. It's convenient, isn't it? There you go. Andrew says, too far for a day trip on the 4th of February. Not to worry. We shall do more around the country, hopefully, in the year. Whereabouts are you, roughly? we'll hopefully go up to Woodbank again. Woodbank Nurseries up in wherever they are. I never remember. I always get the place wrong. I keep wanting to say Leeds, but that's not right, is it? It's on the Cup of Tea page still on the website, isn't it? When we went there before. Near Bradford Way. Woodbank Garden Centre. There we are. So hopefully go up there again this year. Your High Wycombe, Bucks Way. Who do we need down that way? Because Bradford's not really nearer than Yarmouth, is it, for you? Paul, of course, later in the summer, we'll twist his arm again. And we'll all go and descend on Paul's again, I'm sure. Northampton again, which is kind of the first thing I did. Well, second thing we did, really. We did Peter's first. I did say we'll organise that again, because it was quite a good spot there at Northampton. Just off the M1. So perhaps we should do something there again in the spring. That went really well. See if people want to do that again. We could possibly do something at the new warehouse at Godmanchester. The trouble is the warehouse itself obviously is taken up with all the auction stuff, so there's not really any spare space for people to bring stuff along. But I don't know, maybe in the summer when it's nice weather, things can be outside. Because it's very quiet there at the weekend. Fortunately, we've pretty much got the whole estate to ourselves. So I'll think on that for the summer. Paul says he certainly will. That's good. So yeah, who do we know down Bucks Way? I don't know. But it equally applies. If anybody else is mad enough to want to host a bunch of collectors, then do get in touch if you fancy it. I'm sure we'd all love to come over and see what you've got, have a chat and a cup of tea. It's always good fun, really. I really enjoy them. And there's lots of, I'm in quite a fortunate position, I suppose, over the years. I know through the business so many collectors. Some amazing collections, amazing games rooms, man caves, whatever you want to call them. A lot of them, understandably, like to keep them to themselves. Like to keep kind of top secret, as it were. But a few people like to share, which is good. So if anybody else fancies it, then do get in touch and we'll see what we can sort out. So there we are. So I think that's probably it. Nothing else I need to tell you. I'm around. So tomorrow, I'll be at the unit in the morning, at least photographing. Either Tuesday or Wednesday, I won't be around. That's really helpful, isn't it? The rest of the week I probably will be. So a bit of a muddly week again. Saturday viewing. Send an email out in the week about that, just to confirm the times. And obviously the auction on Sunday. Excellent. So we will have another video Tuesday night, or we should be able to do it this Tuesday. Last Tuesday I just got held up all day, so it didn't really work out, but this Tuesday should be good. The catalogue will be up by Tuesday night as well, so we can have a look through that and go from there. So let's stick a note in here. Next video Tuesday night, 8:05 PM as usual. Excellent. So I'm going to finish my cup of tea and I'm going to have an early night and get some sleep, which is badly needed. Catch up on Tuesday. That's it. Night night.